Greetings. I'm Amazing Amy, eccentric yoga contortion entertainer from New York City at age 65, performing sensational senior stretch, flowing feats of flexibility few can achieve at any age. Yoga for peace, justice, and harmony with the planet, unity of mind, body, and spirit. Yoga contortion acts for any theme and any occasion, flexibly freestyling to any genre of music, live or recorded. And the obstacles that I have overcome are injuries all over my body. But we have to go back to how I started. Like millions of other teenage girls, I trained in ballet, jazz, and modern dance, but decided I wanted even more challenge. That meant moving on to acrobatics, gymnastics, and northern Shaolin martial arts and advanced yoga. That was wonderful until the early 1990s, when I did sustain injuries, where I tore the rotator cuffs in both shoulders, disintegrated a disc in my spine. A few years later, arthritis in my left hip meant I needed a left hip replacement in 1998. Then in 2015, I needed a right hip replacement. Meanwhile, I never stopped training in yoga in spite of losing the ability to do the acrobatics and the martial art intense work. I never stopped doing yoga, and so I made yoga into my performing because I love performing more than anything in the world. Performing makes me happier than doing anything else in the world. And yoga is a whole lifestyle. As I mentioned in the beginning, that's the philosophy of yoga. It also means eating all organic vegetarian food and being as healthy as possible. So my performances are inspirational as well as entertaining. When people see a little old lady that looks like their grandma suddenly busting these bendy, extreme moves, and it blows their minds, then they realize I have these injuries all over my body, it means there are no excuses for anybody not to eat healthier food and not to exercise more and not to live a healthier lifestyle. And also, another thing that's really interesting is how I love holidays. And holidays, especially Halloween and Christmas, because of my themed acts. I can perform for Halloween, spectral stretch, frightening, flexible, creepy contortion, creature of the night. And for Christmas, I call upon my Jewish heritage coming from little shtetls in Eastern Europe like Fiddler on the Roof, and I created Yoga Yentas Yiddish Yoga, kosher contortion, and in December it becomes Yoga Yentas Yiddishkeit Yoga, kosher contortion for Hanukkah and Christmas. What if Molly Goldberg, Fanny Bryce, or your grandma Boogie could do contortion? Oi, it's so sugar you'll have to. You plots. Lots of red and green sequins, fabulous klezmer nutcracker music. Audiences go crazy, or I just do my generic holiday act. Yuletide yoga, Christmas contortion, la 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 la, flexible, 'tis the season to be stretchy, to any generic Christmas and holiday music that you desire. So that makes Amazing Amy, eccentric yoga contortion entertainer, truly unique on the planet, because there's no one else my age. And then we get to my age, which is another obstacle, because ageism is definitely a thing. And because of my age, I frequently don't get booked when these young and glamorous performers get the gigs and I don't, even though I may even be more skilled than they are. But because I'm not young and glamorous looking anymore, it's really hard. So that's another big obstacle for me being able to get the gigs that I want and that I feel my audiences deserve in order to enjoy being entertained and thrilled by my skill. Namaste.